everyone to this new video. As you know, my job today is talk to you about the chapter number 7. But before starting, I want you to think this. What is research? Well, the answer for that is that research is a detailed study of a subject, especially in a new order, to discover new information or reach a new understanding. So, today, this is the thing that we are going to talk today, and we have two types of research. We have the primary that includes we have the primary. We have the primary that is the one that we use to know to research more. It's like a field. Primary research is basically a field research. But why? Because we got to talk to someone or we are going to ask the people about some things, and in base of that results we're going to do our speech. For doing this we have the surveys. The survey, what is a survey? What are you thinking? As you know, a survey, okay, you will be thinking in what is the name of Jesus is a survey. Probably yes, probably no, whatever. Okay, as you know, a survey a survey basically is a collection of opinions, facts, or knowledge of the people that we pass the survey. Either we have the interview. The interview is okay. Before following this, I want to tell you sorry if you're losing some things because I'm doing this in the hospital. Okay. So let's continue. We have the interview. Yeah, okay. We have the interview. The interview is a natural talk when we're going to talk to someone and we have a conversation of a team. For example, when in the TV you see someone interviewing an actor of for a new movie. So you will see they're talking a lot, and you will see that they are talking so natural and responding to questions of the interviewer are also making jokes and passing a great time. Later, we have the secondary. The secondary research is basically when we consult external another we consult another one. It's external job. What is that? Another one research is, for example, when we're doing an investigation and we have to look at information in a book of something that is a secondary. Yeah, that is a secondary information. Okay. We have later we can develop the strategy. After we have that, we have to develop the strategy. Allotting the time, and we have allotting the time, research time, speech preparation time, determining your needs and finding resources. Allotting the time is seeing how many times you have to do all of this that you have to do. Later, we have the research time. It's the time that we use for looking for all the information that we need to make our speech. Later, we have the speech preparation time. And previous to the final, before the final, we have determining your needs. Determining your needs is basically when you see, I have to talk about this, and this. What is more important, the theme A, B, or C? If I see that in my research time, I see what is the interview. I see, and then we have this. What are you going to do? Obviously, you can take a conclusion of this, seeing all the results of all your things. For example, a survey. You see a survey and you see a nerd with a name. You can see all the numbers, and you see it's more important for my audience to know about this team. So I will prioritize the team B, then later the C, and for final the A. Later we have the finding resources. What is a resource? A resource is something that we use for for complementing our information during the speech or the presentation that we have. For example, and but what are these resources? Are you going to think? All of these resources, yes. All of these resources are we can find it in books. If for example the team A is Civil War, the team 2 is Infinity War, and the team C is Avengers. So you in your survey you see that you have to talk the 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 that the most important need is the one that you have to do in all of the things. The first one that you have to talk. The things that you have to talk. So, but you think my speech I'm talking generally in my speech, but I can introduce with this resource, for example, a video explaining the Infinity War, in the that is complementing your information. For example, you're going to look for a video that tells information that you telling basically a resource is something that complements your information. For example, we can have it in books, in videos, internet. Internet is the most important one, and the one that we have a lot of information. Because as we know, the knowledge of internet is only limited by the things that it have. But also we can have a warning of this, that the internet is not a fiable tool as a book. But why? Because we can find a lot of not up-to-date information or bad information, and that will not help our speech. If that will make that our speech will be more difficult to understand or something like that. Okay, so what I can tell, we have our conclusion. In conclusion, we can see that the research is something that we have to do for knowing the themes and all the things that we need to know for preparing our speech, and that a resource is something very important for complementing our speech. As I said before, I recommend you to read books and do all the other things that you read books, look for articles, look in the news, and you will have everything. So bye.